what's going to happen now is we're going to wait until the next day. So, Raka, you are now sober. Kane, you are now sober. And Malric, you are going to wake up 12 hours later. So you're still out until about noon on this day. Kane, Raka, it's the next day. Do you guys want to do anything? Raka, do you want to explain anything to Kane? Because you kind of need him for your plan.
Nope. He just kind of like leans up. All right, man. And he just like holds up his little baggie with his little like powder covered lollipop. I'm about to make some dough today, bro. He just walks off with a mission.
Okay, Kane, you're gonna follow Raka on his lone man mission to make more narcotics or more potent narcotics. So Raka, what are you gonna look for? So are you going to travel to Spellweaver Academy on land, or are you gonna try and sail around?
He would probably go to whoever is the actual pilot of the ship and tell them to sail towards there.
Well, that would be Gertrude, so you're gonna have to talk with her.
Hey man, we're short of time and we got cash to make. We need to unanchor this bitch and head that way. And he just kind of like points east, I think.
You gotta wait there like another day or two for the stuff that Cham and Belnos ordered from the armor and weaponsmiths.
Oh, he's pretty much like, let's go now. Like, he's already ready.
Gertrude also explains that it's going to take you a solid week of sailing, and, well, probably actually more than that. It's going to probably take you about 2 to 3 weeks of sailing, as opposed to if you were to take a direct land route, which would probably only take about a week and a half, because she actually would have to sail around the entirety of the continent.
So what she's saying is that it would actually be quicker to go on land.
Basically, yeah. She says that it would be quicker to do that, and she can make the sea journey on her own in the Robert II and just, go all the way around the edge and then meet up with you there.
We don't have any ships that go on land, though, man.
No, but we can always find horses.
All right, well, if they got to go on land, Hodin's going to go wake up Cham and Malric. He doesn't really give a shit what time it is.
They're both unconscious. They're not. You can try and wake them up and see what happens. So Malric is going to wake up sooner because of the medical attention.
Hodin will get Cham to wake up. He puts a little bit of that white powder on his finger. Sticks it right under Cham's nose.
God damn it.
Yes.
Okay. So Cham.
Fucked up.
All right. So Cham, you're gonna have to roll a d20 to see if you wake up.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, you groggily make a bunch of noises and start moving around when you realize that you really can't move around at all because you're stuck in a barrel. You don't necessarily know what's going on. You're extremely groggy, and your neck hurts a lot because you fell asleep in a very awkward position. Barrel is just kind of moving around and shaking a little bit as he's like slowly becoming aware of his surroundings.
What are you doing in a barrel, man?
All I remember is just getting fucking hit and flying.
Hiding from the 12?
I don't even know where 12 is.
That's true. You are stupid.
I ain't that stupid.
12 is the police.
I ain't hiding. I was put here.
Are you going to try and... You're probably going to have to use a strength roll to get yourself out of the barrel.
God damn it. I rolled a 17.
Okay, you're able to basically move around enough to knock the barrel over, and you're able to climb out of it. The barrel itself is intact.
Are we sailing, or are we still...
No, you are not sailing because Gertrude advised Hodin that it would be quicker to go on land or to travel upriver and then let you guys off on land and sail around herself.
I'm guessing like my fucking nut is hurting majorly.
Oh yeah, no. You're the one that blew up is like the half of your ball sack is like the size of a grapefruit.
So I'm just gonna ignore everyone. I look down, I see fucking Malric just getting attended. I'm like, I'm gonna find a fucking doctor.
Okay, roll for perception to try and find medical attention.
That's a 19.
Okay, you find that there appears to be a naval doctor who also works on civilians in town, close to where the naval shipyard is.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
You barge in the door, and the nurse immediately looks like, "Oh my God, get in that room, boy! Doctor, we got another one. Get some ice on that thing, stat!" So they take a couple blocks of ice, wrap them in some linens, and then tell you to hold them onto your groin while she gets the doctor. After a few moments inside, the doctor comes in. He's wearing what appears to be a large kind of magnifying glass on a little arm on a band wrapped around his head. So he lowers the magnifying glass down and kind of looks at it. He says, "What's the... Oh, God, I know what the problem is. Nurse!"
Bitch is the problem.
If a bitch did that to you, I don't want to meet her. So what we're going to have to do is I'm going to take a look at this, and the nurse is going to give you some nice happy things to make you not feel pain while I fuck around down there. Also, do you have money?
How much?
For what I'm about to do, I'm guessing it's probably going to be about 7 gold.
Okay, I got enough gold. I'll give him some gold.
Okay, you give him 7 gold. The nurse comes in and puts some chloroform on a cloth and then covers your mouth with it. You are unconscious. The doctor, while you are unconscious, proceeds to work on you. He removes the damaged testicle and sews up your scrotum in order to stop the bleeding. He then also cauterizes the wound with a small, long metal piece to make sure that there isn't extensive bleeding. Actually, Raka, you were going to go down and wake him up as well, weren't you?
He's going to wake up everybody.
So you go below deck and you try to wake up Malric. Belnos, you're going to need to roll to see if you wake up.
I rolled it too.
Okay, you do not wake up. The cleric looks at Raka and basically tells him to shh, and that he will not be able to get up for at least another 6 hours. Kane is also still on board the ship.
Yay!
So, would you like to do anything?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill.
Alright, so Cham, you have woken up from your surgery. The doctor basically gives you some bandages and what looks like a little bit of cleansing or healing ointment. He says, apply that in about 6 hours and you should be fine by tomorrow.
Alright, take it, I walk out.
Okay, you walk out very, very slowly because you're still very tender in the groin area. Are you going back to the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, you return to the ship and you find Malric is just starting to wake up. It is about noontime, so he is awake. Belnos, you have 2 health right now, and you can probably get either a health potion or, now that it's a new day, the cleric can use healing hands and give you another 3 health, pushing you up to 5.
Hey, cabrón.
She tells you not to speak.
Fuck you, woman.
She puts the healing hands over your mouth and then proceeds to heal you to 3 more health so you can walk around.
As she does that, I'm slowly raising my hands that I'm flipping the bird.
She gives you a dirty look and then proceeds to remove the hand from your mouth after the healing is complete and tells you to get the fuck up.
No, I don't want to. Fuck you.
She just kind of rolls her eyes and leaves and realizes that it's useless trying to convince a man to do anything besides fuck. So you are still sleeping downstairs. Kane and Raka are still on deck. Raka, you still have not explained at all to what is what the plan is. You've just proceeded to keep giving people drugs.
Here, little man, have a joint.
All right, so you give Kane the joint. Kane, are you gonna light up?
Yes.
All right, roll Constitution.
Joint. We're just gonna go ahead and assume that that's about a half a gram of the green dragon.
Sounds about right.
11.
Okay, you are stoned, but you are not unconscious. You are still kind of taking puffs off the joint. You are enjoying yourself.
Yes. We need to find horses.
Kane doesn't care because he's stoned now. Cham is just arriving back, so he is just hearing about this.
I'm gonna get up and go up the deck. But
Okay. So all of you are now on the main deck along with the cleric and Gertrude.
the moment I see Guy, like, point at him, I just shout, "Come on!"
Fellas, man, we gotta find horses. We gotta find one that's gonna have plenty of room for Guile's oversized nut.
Oh, he doesn't have that anymore.
Malric already knows where we're going, so Hoden will tell Guile that where we're headed toward. We're going to the Spellbinders Academy. And then he holds up one of the lollipops and he's like, we're gonna fuck them up with these.
I'm also gonna say that we gotta wait till like the mid next day. For my stuff to get finished.
What stuff?
I got items.
And I'm waiting for my brigandine vest to be done.
It's quicker to go on land. We should probably look for horses and like a carriage.
Yep. All right. So you're going to have to look in the town to see if you can find any horses or people that know where to find horses. So you're each going to have to roll a perception roll.
I rolled a 3.
So you find a store that is selling little horse toys. That's the closest you come. So
I buy one for 2 copper.
I rolled a nat 20, so I think Hoden found the horses.
Okay, Hoden, you haven't found horses. However, you do find somebody that knows where they are. On the edge of town, you find what appears to be a group of traders that are coming through the city. They have some oxen and some supplies and stuff like that, and they appear to be carrying stuff, fine linens and things like that to sell in town. One of them tells you that in the next town over, in Carton, there is actually a horse breeder, and you can buy horses there. However, there are no horses in Crescent Bay.
So what Hoden heard is that if I go to another town, there's a dude who has horses that Hoden can steal.
This would be correct.
Come on, gents.
That's going to be traveling over land for the most part. If you want, Gertrude can sail up the river a ways. It'll cut probably a day off of your trip. The trip, instead of costing 3 days, will cost 2 instead.
All right,
so you guys have waited the couple of days for your stuff. The armorer personally drops off the gear. So Velnos, you have your chest piece that you paid for it, which is scale armor. So, and then Cham, he drops off your spiked helmet, and your specialty order is wrapped in a piece of cloth, and he hands that to you as well.
I'm gonna grab that stuff. I'll give him.
You guys now have everything you need. All right, so all of your stuff has been delivered. You guys now have all your things, and Gertrude is ready to pull out and sail upstream. You guys, so she's going to drop you off, and you still have another day and a half or so of travel before you reach Carton. All right, so you guys are traveling there. So you're able to get the Carton without incident after a couple of days. So you guys do make it there. At the same time, when you walk into town, you notice that there appears to be a man leading around a Murloc that is dressed in human clothes.
What is this?
Fuck's a Murloc.
So, but that thing is dressed in human clothes, and it's wearing a little hat.
Adorable.
I just walked past it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet it.
You reach your hand down, and the Murloc simply looks up at you and says, "Ah, don't you pet me, sir. I am Murloc Old."
Oh shit, it talks, man. Hey bro, you want some weed?
Oh no. I want a case.
Man, it thinks it's a detective.
The older man who appears to be accompanying the Murloc turns to you. He has an amazing mustache. You, sir, are talking to Murloc Owens, the world's only and greatest Murloc detective. He is on his greatest case ever.
Very enthusiastic, man. You want some weed?
Hey man, I know your case sounds interesting, but if I don't know what it is, I can't judge if it's impressive or not.
That is a good point, man. My man makes a good point.
Sir, you are looking at the man who solved the case of the missing crown jewels, and on top of that, he solved the greatest crime of all. The crime of the misdemeanor and kidnapping of the former princess. You are looking at the legend, sir.
But that doesn't answer what he's doing right now.
Well, I've been hired to investigate the theft of a priceless racing horse here in town. Would you gentlemen like to help?
Theft of racing horses?
That sounds
Man,
like
that
something.
sounds like something we wouldn't want to be involved in. Let's go, man.
Except for you walked off.
Oh,
I realize I'm alone. I look back.
Okay, you see that it looks like Malric, Hoden, and Kane are all, or Malric, Hoden, and Mick are all talking to the to Murloc Olms and his trusty companion, who he identifies as Bosley.
Hey, isn't Bosley like that guy who restores bald dude's hair?
Bosley removes his hat and shows that he is bald.
I see it as the wrong Bosley. Or maybe you've always been a hack this whole time.
I really think it's someone else. If I remember correctly, Bosley was more the York type. Big, mean, bad teeth and all that.
Once again to you, sir, there are many Bosleys in this world. Just because it's a common orc name does not mean I am an orc.
I meant nothing to you, sir. I just meant a Bosley that we know that has nothing to do with you that steals bald men's hair.
Okay, that's fair enough. Maybe we'll investigate that at some point. We must get going, Bosley.
You wouldn't happen to also maybe know these angels that belong to a dude named Charlie? No.
I remember hearing a story about that once, but I don't know. It was off in the Empire somewhere, some concubine camp or something. I can't remember.
Tell me more.
Well, there was this conqueror. But unfortunately, all he could conquer was a swamp. So, in order to make the swamp more habitable, he simply started kidnapping and burning villages and kidnapping the women and bringing them back, and soon he had a concubine camp. However, he decided to call them his angels for some weird reason. I think he had a fetish.
Alright, man, we gotta go find these horses.
Farewell, my friends! Yeah, take this! He hands you a book. It is entitled The Adventures of Murloc Olms.
Oh, he's got a book. Let's read it when we get home.
This
I
chronicles
fucking
my
hate you.
adventures from before I became a Murloc. Murloc, Holmes, and Bosley go off their separate ways after giving you the book. Tane, he hands it to you since you're the one that's closest to his level. So, Raka, are you going to ask around town to see if you can find someplace where you can buy a horse or horses?
Well, he's more gonna like look and see who's got horses more than where to buy them.
Okay, roll perception.
He rolled a 5.
You noticed 2 horse farms on either side of town. There's one on the far east and there's one on the far west. They both look relatively similar. One is located higher up. It's on almost kind of like a plateau with fencing around the edges. The other is on flat ground, but it appears that the fences are a bit more fortified and there are guards around each.
So he leans to his little crowd. All right, everybody gather around. We can do this one of 2 ways. We can go big and steal from the guys with guns, or we can go to that small, easy pickings.
So the guards are armed with some with pole arms and some with swords.
Is it just 2 guards?
No, there's multiple. There's probably about a dozen around each one of the fields, and they patrol regularly back and forth.
Well, we can't cause a ruckus, and I can start attacking.
Well,
Hey, Odin, I think it's time.
time for what, man?
You know, on Guile.
Yeah,
And I hear that, I'm like, what the fuck?
Guile.
What is this?
Some stuff, man. I wanted you to smell it, man.
What is it?
It smells
The
weird.
last thing I took from you that I didn't know, I went to sleep.
Well, Kermit got it from some guy who said if you sniffed it, it would give you magic powers, but I don't trust it. You're a big, beefy guy. I want to try it on you first.
This sounds like it's gonna kill me.
I don't think it'll kill you, man. The guy sniffed it in front of me, but he could already do magic, so it doesn't really prove much.
Mick, come here.
Where am I going?
You're coming with us.
Okay.
All right, Kane follows you. So all 4 of you venture to one of the 2 horse farms, whichever one you want to go to.
I thought we were going to like the flat one with a more secured fence, because that's probably like better horses.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the Western Horse Farm. At this point, it is now starting to get dark outside.
All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna sniff the shit.
Okay, so that is cocaine.
That is a 18.
Okay, so you now have, for your next series of combat, you will automatically get first attack. And on top of that, your weapons, because you are so energized, your weapons go back to their normal dice rolls of a d10 and a d8 for that first initial combat. Jim, what do you want to do now that you're jacked up?
All right, so are we just going to attack while you guys get?
It's completely up to you. There are guys that are walking around at this point. They don't see you as of right now.
All right, then I'm going to go to the 2 that are guarding the fence.
All right, the first 2 that are initially there, the other ones are off by a ways. It'll probably take them a while to get there if they do see you. All right, so are you attacking them with your swords or with your fists?
I'm attacking both of them with my swords at the same time.
Okay, so they're both next to each other.
Well, I'm gonna go for the head, like the neck.
Okay, so you're doing a targeted attack on both of them at the same time?
Yep.
Okay, so
What's the soft
because it's a targeted attack, you're going to take a -2 to the roll, but you're not going to take the -2 for using a weapon in your offhand because of the cocaine. What did you roll for the first one? Did you roll a 20? All right, you rolled a 20 for the first one.
And that's an 18 for the other one.
Okay, they both hit, so roll for damage on both.
That's a 17 on that one.
Okay, and the other one?
That's a 12.
Okay, you actually run up, you swing your sword, you swing both of your swords at the same time and decapitate both of them at once. They are both very, very dead. Because he was able to get them both in one hit, it makes no noise from the actual weapon attack. However, because he is so roided out on cocaine, he's going to keep continuing forward after he's killed both.
Wait.
I have a rope. Can I lasso him while we...
You can make the attempt. Alright, well, you're going to have to roll dexterity. A dexterity roll to use the lasso and tie him up.
I rolled an 18.
18? Okay, you successfully get the rope around him. Cham, do a strength check to see if you snap the rope.
Fuck, and I have 15 strength.
Yep.
Oh, shit. That's a 15.
Alright. Because of the cocaine, you also get a boost to that, so Velnos, he easily snaps the rope as it wraps around him. His muscles bulging, his mind now thoroughly engulfed in a blood rage after the killing. And he is going to continue on his own and attack the next group of guards. Cham, unless you can roll a Constitution save to control yourself.
That's a 4.
You can't control yourself, so the next set of 2 guards, you will also again get the initiative for that because of your insta-kill of the previous 2 guards, and you will get to attack both of them again with your swords. Oh my god, alright, he rolled a 20. So, okay, so you rolled a 20 for the first attack, which means it's going to do double damage, so you still have to roll for the second attack.
Alright, so just roll damage. Well, that's a 8, and that's a fucking 6.
That's 14, so that's enough to kill him.
And the attack? Alright, that's a 13.
That will hit.
That's a 15.
Okay, you again kill both of the guards. They only have 12 health.
God damn it.
And because you one-hit them again, you're still on a blood rage.
I can't
Roll a Constitution to see if you stop.
Man,
That's a 7!
You don't stop. Then you move on to the next group of 2 guards. Roll for attack again.
Fuck!
I'm waiting for you to not hit.
No! No!
Did you roll another 20? Okay, so you rolled a 20 to attack, so roll damage, that's double because you critted. It's doubled because you critted.
That's fucking 12 on that one.
Alright, again, they all have 12 health, so that one's dead. You have to roll for the next one.
17.
Does that mean we get another 1,500?
17, okay, 17 hits, roll the damage.
That's a 13.
They only have 12 health, you killed that one as well. You are still in a blood rage, you're going on to the next group to roll Constitution to try and stop yourself.
No! That's a 5.
Okay, you don't stop yourself, you roll for addition. Same thing. Next group of 2.
Damn it, dude. That's an 18.
That hits.
8 and 16, that is 14.
They only have 12 health. He's dead. Roll for the other one.
That's a 14.
That hits.
company guards already.
Fuck.
Well, now there's less than half. He's killed 7. This could be 8.
Fucking 7 and 8.
Yeah, that's 15. You killed both of them again. Roll Constitution to see if you stop.
Fuck. I want to stop.
You
I'm
killed
murdering. I'm murdering innocent people. They just want to live. Oh my god, I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. Okay, you definitely don't stop. In fact, you get a boost. You get a +2 in the next attack. You're attacking the next 2. Roll for attack.
Fuck! Okay, that's a 6.
Okay, that one you do miss. However, you do have a second.
Oh, that's a 1.
Okay, you successfully missed both of them. And because you missed with a 1 to the point where you basically slow down before you get to them and collapse from exhaustion. You have successfully killed 8 of the 12 guards by yourself.
Are they going to be terrified?
No, because the other ones don't know, because he one-shotted every single one of them up until the last 2. So the other guards don't know about this yet. They're still patrolling their own individual areas.
Hold him quickly, let's hide the bodies.
He's gonna even bother trying to roll to move these bodies. He's just gonna let them sit there.
Alright, Malric, are you going to attempt to roll to hide at least some of the bodies, or do you not care?
Dude, now fuck it.
Not
Okay.
What Hodin's actually gonna do is he's just gonna like grab strand tree branches and shit and just kind of like drop them on top of the bodies.
Alright, again, you're in an open
Nonchalantly.
flat area. There's not a lot of trees. There's some bushes.
Yeah, shrubbery.
Alright, you cut some branches off of some large shrubs in the area with your knife, and you place them over the first set of bodies.
Then we're gonna do a perception roll for them horses. Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking Guile so he isn't spotted.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll a sneak roll to sneak up there and drag him away since he is close to a couple of other guards.
I rolled a 16.
Well, you're able to get up to him with the stealth roll. Now you're gonna have to roll a strength roll to drag him away.
19.
Okay, you are able to drag him back to where Kane and Raka are, and the other two guards, which Raka has covered with branches. Cham appears to be snoring.
Okay, so what horses did Rock get?
He rolled a 3, so he found a horseshoe.
Definitely horses here, man.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I find horses?
Yes, you can. Kane can as well.
I rolled another 16.
Kane, what do you roll?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you find another horseshoe. Malric, you have located what appears to be a small group of 4 horses. There is a black one, a white one, a brown one, and a kind of maroonish brown one.
Can I check which one is technically the leader? And I rolled a 14.
You're able to tell that it appears the black horse is the dominant one.
We need to put Guile on that horse and lead that horse out of the stables. The other should.
All right. You're probably going to need help lifting him up onto the back of the horse.
Hold on.
What's up?
Are you gonna help me get Cham on the black horse?
You want me to help you lift that big guy up onto the horse, man?
Hey, I'm already doing half the work.
He can pick himself up onto the horse, man.
You're a son of a bitch.
He just killed 12 people.
He's unconscious. Wait a minute, you're going to give him more cocaine?
Yep, 18.
Oh my god, you're going to give him more cocaine. Cham sits up. Actually, Cham, roll a constitution save to see how affected you are by that.
I rolled a 19!
You are not terribly affected by it, but your eyes do flutter open. You are conscious, but you're not really feeling it a whole lot because you're still working the rest of it out of your system. You are not in a blood rage. Okay, so like I said, you probably have at least another hour before they discover that all of their friends are dead. You do, like I said, you have the 4 horses. You're all awake now. So I'm assuming you guys are either going to pick your horses or do something.
Well, I'm already on, I'm getting on the fucking black horse, so.
We're just gonna hop on the easiest horse to get on and take off.
Be the brown horse. So Hoden hops on the brown horse, Guile hops on the black horse, that leaves the white horse and the maroon/brown horse.
I'll take the white one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the maroon one.
Okay, so you guys each take a horse. You're all gonna have to roll to ride off of the estate quietly.
I got a 16.
Okay, you ride off the estate quietly.
I got a 17.
You also do that. You also ride off quietly in Raka.
7.
Okay, you are the last one out, and as you're leaving, the horse lets out a massive hoarse fart. But thankfully, everybody around you is dead, so nobody so you guys all escaped with the 4 horses in that particular pen after brutally murdering 8 people.
Nope, Cham brutally murdered 8 people.
You were.
I got someone high.
You're technically an accomplice to that because you gave him all the cocaine.